Good morning and welcome to the Cal and Sean Show. I'm Cal Friedman.
And I'm Sean Production. And it's 11:10 Eastern Time. We are going to be discussing the recap of Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
And we're also going to give
Speak up, guys.
Huh?
Louder.
Up.
And we're also going to be giving our thoughts on the AFC divisions. If you do want to call in and discuss, our number is 561-914-8181. So first, let's talk about the Game 2 of the NBA Finals. What's your thought on that?
Oh, well, for this game, Curry and Dellavedova played a great part in this game. Curry was off shooting 21.7%, 5 for 23 from the field, and he shot 0 for 8 with Dellavedova on him.
Honestly, I just couldn't believe the performance I saw from Stephen Curry. This is the NBA MVP of the regular season. You can't be shooting 21% from behind the arc playing against an undrafted second-year player. If Dellavedova is an elite defender, so be it. This is the MVP we're talking about. You can't be doing that.
And LeBron, with 39 points and 75.9% of baskets.
All right, we have a caller. It is Ben from Boca Raton. What you got, Ben?
Well, first of all, I love the show. Thanks for having me on. I'm a massive Warriors fan, and I need Steph Curry to step up. Is he going to?
First off, thank you, Ben, for commenting our show. But I honestly think that Curry needs to come back in Game 3. It's going to be hard for him in Cleveland. It's going to be a very rowdy crowd. It's been the first time that the finals have been back there since since the Spurs came in and swept them. But Curry needs to recover his form, and honestly, I think he can. He's just too good to have two bad nights. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Klay Thompson also in that game had 34 points. What are your thoughts on that, Cal?
I mean, I think Klay Thompson was the guy that the Warriors needed him to be because he was where Curry was struggling. He came in and just kept scoring, and the Cavs didn't have an answer for him, and that's what they needed because Curry was so off.
And Curry also had 13 missed threes, the most ever in an NBA Finals game.
Again, he was cold. He just kept shooting. All right, we have Jeremy from Boca Raton. Jeremy, what's your question?
Yeah, I got questions, guys. I'm hearing a lot from my friends. I think it's a hyperbole. Everybody lives in the moment, and right now, all my friends are telling me Steph Curry's the best shooter ever played in the NBA. And I just saw the game the other night, and people say LeBron wins. He's the best player ever. Do you think people are getting a little ahead of themselves with these predictions just because we're living in 2015 and that's what's in front of us now? I'm not sure LeBron James is even better than Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. What do you guys think?
I completely agree with that. Michael Jordan is the best player in the NBA. Look back to Game 1. Overtime came. LeBron couldn't do anything. Jordan would have 8 points in the overtime. Jordan would, start out strong, but he would come when the team needed him. He would come up big in the clutch. LeBron hasn't done that much in his career. He's been great during the game, but when it comes down to crunch time, he just chokes, basically.
And LeBron, he's moved to a few teams. He's taken them to the finals. But Jordan would have taken over and won the finals. LeBron's won 2 out of 4.
5.
Oh,
Keep in mind he had one in Cleveland.
Well, look, it's a team game. I mean, there's reasons why Jordan won the championship. It wasn't just Jordan. He had Scottie Pippen, Bill Cartwright, John Paxson. They had role players around him. They had good players. Horace Grant. And I don't think he has a great cast right now because he's playing with some injured guys. I think he's playing great. Don't get me wrong. I was just saying we live in the moment, and whoever's playing is the greatest. Now Stephon Curry is better than Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. Maybe he is, but I don't think he's done it for as long as those guys.
I agree. Thank you, Jeremy, for that question.
Sure.
All right, I think we're going to move on to the AFC divisions. Football season is coming up quickly, so we're going to start on the AFC East.
Noonan! Keep going.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry about that, Jeremy. Okay, AFC East. The AFC East, the Patriots just won the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Dolphins have made some good signings. The Bills have traded some of their players. They got LaShawn McCoy. Even the Jets had a very promising draft. What's your opinion on the AFC East this year?
well, all the other AFC teams besides the Patriots have improved in the offseason. Like the Dolphins getting Ndamukong Suh, the Jets getting Brandon Marshall, and the Bills getting LaShawn McCoy. But the Patriots just lost their 2 corners, Brandon Browner and Darrelle Revis.
Keep in mind Brady's out for 4 games.
Yeah, and Brady's out for 4 games. so they're gonna have to start Jimmy Garoppolo for the next 4 games.
I honestly think that 4 games, it's the New England Patriots. They just won the Super Bowl. I think they can, if they win 2 of those 4 games, it's good. But honestly, those Dolphins-Patriots game are going to be awesome. The biggest part of that game is the Patriots' offensive line. If the Patriots' offensive line has a good year this year, then I think the Patriots are going to win this division again and maybe have another Super Bowl run. But if they are inconsistent, unable to protect Brady, and that pass rush of the Dolphins gets to Brady, I think the Dolphins can win this division and maybe go somewhere in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go on to the AFC North. Obviously, one of the toughest divisions to win because all the teams are just always even in that division. You've got the Ravens, you've got the Steelers, you got the Bengals, and you've got the Browns. Who do you think is going to win that division and why?
In my opinion, I think it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers because Antonio Brown is just going crazy. He's been doing amazing with over 100 catches. And Ben Roethlisberger has been playing great. And the Browns have been not doing so good ever since Johnny Manziel came because he didn't seem to step up. He's a first rounder. He needs to do what he has to do.
I honestly feel Johnny Manziel is still overhyped. I feel like Ben Roethlisberger had a great year last year, but I think the Bengals can win this division. I just like them as a team. I feel like Andy Dalton's been great. AJ Green's been great. Giovanni Bernard is really underrated. I think he's one of the better running backs, and I think the Bengals can win that division. And now finally, on to the AFC West. You've got the Denver Broncos led by Peyton Manning. You've got the Raiders, you've got the Chargers, and you've got the Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got?
Well, in this division, I think I got the Broncos because even though they have a new running back, C.J. Anderson, who has been back up for a few years, and you have Peyton Manning, who's old, but they're still a good team. I mean, they have Demaryius Thomas, who's been really good, and then you have Wes Welker, who might come back. But the Raiders?
Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders just got Amari Cooper, so that team will have a good connection between Derek Carr and Amari Cooper.
I think that the Broncos showed that they are aging. They're not as good as they were. That playoffs were bad, and I think the Chargers got it. All right, so we are going to come back after this break.